I guess one of the other ones is more notable is around the bushfire attack level, and I guess bushfire management overlays. So I guess to help start that question, explain to people, we can look up some information on your block in a greenfield or in a rural area on a site called Vic Plan, and it pretty much tells us like if it's a normal everyday block in a greenfield area, it's probably going to be, if it's in a bushfire zone, it's considered what they call BAL 12.5. And basically, it might be 4, 5, or 6 grand, depending on the builder, to put some things on your house that are required to comply with a bushfire zone area. Now, when you're talking rural, 12.5, that's not going to work. It goes up higher, doesn't it, Dad?
I think the lower the rating really means the less chance is actually going to be a fire as such come through your place, but more likely ember attack. So, and it's been interesting. Again, I live in the country and there's been fires 50 kilometres away and it's been dropping stuff on a house, right? We've had a lot of ember dropping a house. Now, I've not seen any live ember, but there's been plenty of leaf sort of type material floating through the sky and landing. So you get up in the morning after there's been a fire up the road, and there's a lot of black stuff sitting on your car. So it's interesting watching that. But I would say where I am, and I didn't have to. I bought established back when I bought my house, but I would say this place would need to be in a Bell 12.5 area. Over the road's vacant land, but it's not trees, it's not forest or anything, so it's less likely to be a high level Bell. But as those as you get closer to treed areas, areas that are prone to fire, then those levels lift. So you go from 12.5 to 19 to 29 to 40, and then to FZ, which is basically a full fire zone. They're expecting that at some point you're probably going to have to fight a fire around your home. And the builders will then have to do certain things to be able to build a home there. There's certain building requirements. So the higher the number, the more likely you're going to face a fire at some point, is what the government believe and the authorities believe. And therefore, your home has to be built accordingly. So it could be things like you have to have a metal roof. Could be things like you need to provide sprinklers on your roof if you're getting to the highest levels, access to water, petrol generator, run a pump off the roof to spray water over your roof. Like, we're talking about stuff that gets pretty serious. You may not be able to have exposed timber at all on the exterior of your home. You may have to have different window types.